If that was one of us, we would not be released. We're going to get started. We're proud to have the Indigenous Roots Cultural Center here with the Aztecs dancers. You're a fixture in our activist community, and we need healing. So before we get started fighting for justice, we're going to let them start us off.
them a big round of applause. They're out here in the cold and the heat. They're with us every time we call on them. And we thank you so much for sharing your spirit and your talent and your energy and your strength. Thank you so much for that. Thank you all for being out here tonight on such short notice. Give yourselves a hand for standing up for justice, standing up for George Floyd, standing up for what is right. We had to put an event together for today once we found out that Derek Chauvin had been released. The bail, the bond, whatever, should have been much higher. He actually should have been kept without an option to be released.
Listen!
He is a serial killer.
Yeah!
And should be treated as such. And the reason that he is out with a $1 million bond is because of the negligence of the Hennepin County Prosecutor's Office.
Listen!
And we know that there are characters within the Minneapolis Police Department, those who support them, such as Bob KKK Kroll.
Listen!
Bob Kroll must go. Problematic, and one of the reasons, I'm sure, why Chauvin felt that he could keep his knee on our brother's neck without remorse, without conscience, and feel that he could get away with it, with people watching, with someone filming, with confidence. He kneeled on his neck with confidence, with pride, and with joy. And it's with that same confidence, pride, and joy that we should be seeing him kept behind bars. But we can't have confidence in the system. We can't have confidence in the Hennepin County Prosecutor's Office. We don't have it, and we don't have confidence with them for good reason. Because we have seen individuals in the role as Hennepin County prosecutors who are completely irresponsible, negligent, willfully, and wrongfully abiding police in the evil works that they do. They allow our citizens to be killed and brutalized without any consequence for the officers. And so that's why we're here. We want to stand up against the pattern that the Hennepin County Prosecutor's Office continues to push out into the community. We've also seen that with the truck driver who ran into the protesters on 35, no charges. Hennepin County Prosecutor's Office should have him in prison. He should be right next to Chauvin in the jail, waiting trial.
Listen!
But that's not the case. So we see these inequities and these disparities over and over again. And so we're here, and one thing that we like to do here in the Twin Cities, we share our platform because we want to lift up other people who are suffering at the hands of this unjust system. And so we don't, Michelle, can you come forward?
Yeah.
Actually, I need a few people to come forward who are willing to hold up some signs because we really want some attention put on some situations that are happening here in Minneapolis. So, free Mayan Burrell.
Listen!
Free Mayan! Free Mayan! Free Mayan! Free Mayan! Free Mayan! Free Mayan! Mayan Burrell is a victim of the Hennepin County Prosecutor's Office going back to Amy Klobuchar.
Listen!
Amy Klobuchar was a prosecutor in this case. He was only 16 years old when he was sent to prison, wrongfully sent to prison. The documents have been examined over and over again. When it went to a second trial, it was who? Mike Freeman.
Listen!
Who co-signed and rubber-stamped Amy Klobuchar's disgraceful handling, which put Mayan Burrell in prison. And while she was Hennepin County prosecutor, she increased the incarceration rate for black men and black boys by 600%. Right. So we're not surprised when we see what is happening with justice for George Floyd. And that's why we have to make sure that we continue to stand up and to show out and to call out the Hennepin County Prosecutor's Office. Gotta go. Mike Freeman, gotta go. Gotta go.
Listen.
Bob Kroll,
Gotta go.
gotta go.
Listen.
And today, we got word from the family of Calvin Horton
Yeah. Listen.
that the man, the owner of Cadillac Jewelry, John Ripple, resident of Wisconsin, shot him. He was walking down the street, we're told. He just got out of the car. He wanted to join in the protest and use his First Amendment right. He wanted to use his voice. He wanted to stand up. He was shot in the back by the owner of Cadillac Jewelry, Cadillac Pawn. Well, actually, I think they technically call it Cadillac Jewelry. And then, yeah, it's a pawn shop in the hood, right? This white man from Wisconsin who's coming over here came and shot this man. And what did the media say? The media portrayed it as, oh, he was in there looting. That's not the case. That is a lie. And this family had the misfortune to find out today that John Ripple of Wisconsin is not going to be charged with the homicide, the unjustified murder of John Ripple.
Listen.
The police did not pull video from the store. Now, right, although he had an opportunity to get rid of it himself, they did not arrest him right away. He was allowed to go home, if I recall correctly. Yeah, he went home.
Yeah.
He shot the black man and went home. So what Hennepin County continues to tell us is that black lives do not matter. Right? So if they continue to believe that, we have to make them feel it.
Listen.
And that we are serious in what we're doing when we stand up for black lives, when we stand up for Native lives, when we stand up for Hmong lives, when we stand up for brown lives, we stand up for Asian lives. When we stand in solidarity for all stolen lives, we have to understand that we are very serious about what we do. And this is why we are out here, and this is why people take arrests, because they mean what they stand up for. And they're willing to put their bodies on the line to stand up against this injustice. So we have a cousin of George Floyd. Oh, nephew, I'm sorry, I thought you were his cousin. His nephew, George Floyd's nephew, is gonna just say some words, and I'm so thankful that you are out here with us. And I just heard you walked to DC? You walked to DC. Hey. How long did it take? 22 days. He walked to DC. Serious about justice for his uncle. Serious. And he showed it with action, not just words, in action and in deeds.
Yes, we got your back.
How y'all doing? I'm Cortez Rice, 31, resident of Minneapolis, Minnesota. George Floyd is my uncle, not by blood, but by loyalty. Ever since he moved to Minneapolis, Minnesota, all my kids know is him as uncle. All I know is him as uncle. And he called us nephews, me and my cousin Tim and my other cousins out here as well. We are here standing in solidarity with all the families out here of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Minnesota in general, and other families around the world. Like she said, I walked from where my uncle was murdered at August 6th to Washington, D.C. I got there August 27th, 1,142 miles, 22 days, 21 days or whatever. But yeah, I got out there, I walked for peace, equality, justice, strength, and love against police brutality, gun violence, and racism. Along the way, I've endured so much racism along the way, from Pennsylvania, from Indiana, from you name it. You know, people calling us niggers, people throwing boots at us, people trying to hit us with cars, people shooting at us in Bedford, Pennsylvania. It's ridiculous. the racism is at its all-time high right now.
Listen.
Police brutality is at its max right now.
Yeah.
And the gun violence must stop. Yesterday, hearing the news, I was stunned, shocked. I didn't know what to say. I broke down and cried. I went over there on 38th and George Floyd and just sat there. I tried to find protesters downtown Minneapolis, and I've seen protesters getting arrested for exercising their First Amendment right. This is wrong. This is wrong, yo.
Listen.
This is so wrong, yo. And if anybody's seen that video of my uncle getting murdered, then you know this shit is fucking wrong. Excuse my language. This is fucking wrong, yo. Everybody should have been crying that day, man. Everybody should have felt that pain that day, man. Everybody should still feel that pain right now. And for the fact that he's at home, chilling, eating, relaxing, and not in a cell where he should be at,
Listen.
is ridiculous. The fact that he had the same amount of bail for a person who is a felon with a possession of a firearm is ridiculous.
Yeah. Listen.
And this is what we get? This is how we get treated? We demand justice. We're not asking anymore. We are not asking anymore, y'all. So if y'all standing in solidarity with me and these other families out here and the Floyd family, we're gonna do this the right way, man. We want justice, and we're gonna do this the right way. We're not gonna fuck up our cities, and we're not gonna fuck up our cities, and we're gonna do this the right way. We don't want them to push this damn case to St. Cloud. We want to keep this shit right here. This is where it happened. That's what this is. It's gonna stay right here. So we don't want to give them no reason to push this shit away from us.
No.
So I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for standing up with us. Thank y'all for having me and letting me speak to y'all. And I love y'all, man. Y'all can follow me on Facebook, United We Walk, or Cortez Rights. Everything is on live. I'm recording live as I speak right now. Thank y'all.
Next on the mic, we have Black Lives Matter Minnesota founder Trahern Cruz.
Black lives, say his name, say his name, say his name, say her name, say her name, say her name. No justice, no justice, no justice, no doubt. Justice, the word justice comes from the word just. And to be just means to be moral, or to be right, or to be righteous. Officer Chauvin's actions were not moral.
No.
Officer Chauvin's actions were not righteous. Officer Chauvin's actions was not just. The Minneapolis Police Department has been unjust to the black community in Minneapolis for over 400 years, but has practiced modern oppression and terror against the black community for the last 50 years. And they have been very unjust and have not been righteous to black lives at all. Today we're here to demand justice for George Floyd, but we're also here to demand justice for Terrence Franklin. Terrence Franklin's family recently received $750,000. $795. That's still not enough. Jamar Clark's family received $200,000. Officer Chauvin's bail is only $1 million. So it's not enough, and it shows you, and it's showing us how they value, what type of value that they're putting on black lives.
White privilege.
White privilege. The officer who killed Justine Demond is in prison today. The officer who killed Jamar Clark is not. The officer who killed Philando Castile is not in jail.
White privilege.
That's white privilege. So we don't want Officer Chauvin just to go to jail. We want Officer Chauvin to go to prison for life. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Trey Hearn. Can you hear me? Okay. Jess Sundin and
You're good. Just get a little closer.
Okay. Jess Sundin, an organizer with Twin Cities, an original member, founding member of Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar. Amazing freedom fighter for many years. Don't know what I would do without her. Always comes through in a clutch. Come on, Jess. I go? Okay. Hey, so I'm not even speaking for TCC for J right now, though rah rah TCC for J. I was asked to talk about some of the work defending our freedom fighters who've been imprisoned in the fight for justice for George Floyd. The Minnesota Uprising Arrestee Support, or I guess they call it MWAS, is demanding that that the prosecutors drop all charges from curfew violations to felonies, everything in between, that are related to the uprising following the tragic murder of George Floyd, including the 51 who were arrested last night. WAS also provides ongoing support to arrestees throughout the legal process. They couldn't be here today, but we needed to uplift their work, and I want to talk about one of their cases that they're working on, which is the case of Montez Lee. He's a 25-year-old black father of two, and he was arrested over 4 months ago, but has yet to have his first court appearance. 4 months with no day in court. Yesterday, he was finally supposed to have his first appearance, and there was a call-in day organized to demand that the charges against him be dropped and that he be released. But instead, Montez emailed a member of the MWAS group about halfway through the day yesterday, and he asked, they let the cop go who killed George Floyd? And they had to say yes. Yes, they did. And this was on the heels of Montez finding out that his arraignment, his court date had been canceled. He sits in jail to this day. He ain't got no bail because he hasn't seen a judge yet. 4 months. And he's sitting in jail with his cooling his jet, separated from his children, when he hears the news that Derek Chauvin walked free. That ain't right. He is not the only protester that's sitting in jail with no option to bail out. Meanwhile, the serial killer, Derek Chauvin, is out free? That ain't right. Just as hard as we fight to keep these killer cops, to lock them up and hold them accountable, we have to fight to free our people. MWAS has a petition they need everyone to sign. They got other actions you can support. You can find them on Facebook at Minnesota Uprising Arrestee Support. And TCC for J will share their posts whenever we can. So I'm going to say, lock up the killer cops and free our people now. Lock up the killer cops and free our people now. Lock up the killer cops and free our people now. Thank you, Jess. Woo! Yes, that's solidarity. That's what we do. We must share our platform. This is never about being selfish. It's never about any one of us. This is about us as a community and the people standing together. That's what it has to be and nothing less. Absolutely. And he's sitting in Washington County Jail. I know a little something about sitting in there myself. And I can tell you this. When I was in the cell, I was arrested at Chauvin's house. So I know a little something about Washington County Jail. I can tell you, when I was in there, I was in a cell and there was no soap. This is COVID happening. No soap. And it was an officer passing by said, "Officer, may I have please some soap?" So I didn't get any soap. And so when they let me out to fingerprint me, I'm like, what about my soap? I couldn't find a bar. Are you serious? This is COVID. Then when I went to do my fingerprints, there were all kind of fingerprints already on the glass. And I'm like, do y'all ever clean this? Oh yeah, we clean it. I was like, well, I'm just saying, I didn't even have any soap in my cell, and now you're fingerprinting me? So yeah, we need to get our brother out. When I say free, you say Montez free. 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 That's just unacceptable on every level. Unacceptable on every level. Yeah, that's that. So that's that. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. So thank you. Michelle Gross, founder of Communities United Against Police Brutality, the woman who never sleeps, literally 2, maybe 3 hours a night, because she's always working on the movement or working for justice for someone. She doesn't stop. So Michelle is going to come and talk with us. I don't even know what she's talking about. You know, we just kind of threw this together real quick. Say what you want.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about what happened with Killer Cop Chauvin, multi-killer cop Chauvin. And you know, the thing about it is, we don't like to get people alarmed or anything, but we got a killer running the streets right now, y'all. You should be scared to death. We got a damn multiple killer, a mass murderer, running the streets right now. Yeah, isn't it that the definition for mass murderer is they kill 3 or more people? So we got a mass murderer running the streets, courtesy of the Hennepin County Attorney's Office. Let this man out. They put him on these low charges, gave him a low-ass bail for a mass murderer. Then he goes to court in Florida for being a tax fraud. They don't add to his bail.
Wow.
Because they said, oh, he's got $1 million bail, that's good enough. So they don't add to his bail. Then a bunch of gangsters out in Brainerd paired up with some character in California to do a surety bond. This guy didn't even have to pay any damn money to get out of jail. Didn't have to pay a damn dime. I want to know who put their damn property up on to get this asshole out. That's what I want to know. Because they had no business letting this man out. He's a freaking mass murderer, and his ass needs to be in prison where mass murderers belong. Contrast that with Montez Lee and others who are still in the jails waiting for a court date, waiting for any opportunity to post bail and get out. His ass is sitting at home eating his roast beef or whatever. And these people over here eating jail food behind locked doors when they did not even commit a damn crime. These are people that are accused of a crime, not convicted. These folks that are facing these federal charges, Montez Lee and others, they are facing 20 years in prison, which is longer than the sentence that Derek Chauvin is facing. Longer. So what does that tell us about how this system operates? What does it tell us about this system? Let me tell you. We know what it tells us. This system ain't fixing to change. They're not trying to give us justice. Every town, every time something like this happens, they got two choices. Fix the underlying cause or use state repression to tamp down the uprisings. Well, you can see, look around, 51 people arrested yesterday, all these other people being charged. Figure out which way our city's decided to go. They ain't trying to fix a damn thing. And that shouldn't surprise us because a system that puts you in this trick bag ain't ever going to get you out of it, okay? Only by the power of the people do we get justice. Only by the power of the people do we get justice. So you can take a look around. You can see all these damn state troopers and DNR cops, believe it or not. DNR cops. What the hell are they doing in the city? Take your ass back to the woods. Okay? What the hell are you doing in my city? We got state troopers. We got DNR. We got, National Guard. We got all these people. So what does that tell us about their intentions? They ain't trying to give us justice. That's why the fuck we have to work so hard to demand it. You ain't never. I want Fraudman. I call him Mike Fraudman. You ain't fixing to make us go away. You cannot arrest your way out of this shit. We are not gonna shut up. We are not gonna sit down. We are not gonna back down till you back the fuck down and rein in your motherfucking goddamn cops.
Listen now.
And while you're at it, start by putting that fucking serial killer in a goddamn prison and keep his ass there. I'm telling you now, they think we're going away. They think they can crush our movement. We cannot be crushed. We cannot be placated. We cannot be put down. We will be in the streets every chance we get. Letting you know that the only solution is to give us justice. That's the only solution. That's it right there. No justice, no peace. No justice! Peace. Prosecute the police! No justice! Prosecute the police! No justice! No peace! Prosecute the police! No justice! No peace! Prosecute the police! Hey, if you want us to find other shit to do, if you want us to quiet down and do other things, then you fucking deal with your damn cops. You rein their asses in. Because otherwise, we are here, we're staying here, we're fighting back. So thank you all for being here tonight. Nothing less will do. Nothing less will do, y'all. Thank you so much.
Woo, she did that. Thank you. Thank you. Next, we have Toussaint Morrison with On-Site Public Media. Just popped up out of nowhere and has just been burning it up all summer into the fall. Leading chants. I'm like, yes, chant. My voice is shot.
That part.
It's shot. I chained it for 5.5, 6 hours outside of Chauvin's house. Shot. I can't do it no more. Toussaint, yes. Thank you for chanting. Coming up. Thank you.
Black lives, they matter here. I said black lives, they matter here. I said black lives, they matter here. I said black lives, they matter here. And when we say that it's happening here for a reason. Because in this space, this is where black lives matter. Right here. Amongst the people around you. Look at the people around you. This is where black lives matter. Everybody here may not be for your liberation, but everybody is here for a reason. And maybe you can help them be for black liberation, to fight against anti-blackness, to be for Black Lives Matter. And we say it matters here because we have to say it matters here, because in other places it does not. This building right here, has shown us Black lives do not matter, that they do not believe Black lives matter. That building right there, sure as hell, has shown us that Black lives do not matter. The Hennepin County Jail has shown us that Black lives do not matter, that they believe Black lives do not matter, time and time again. What they want to do is they want to teach you their definition of peace. They want to teach you their definition of history. They want to teach you their definition of civil. And they want to teach you their definition of what it means to be a human. These people have been lying to you time and time and time again. City Council member Alondra Cano can tell you that 50 shots went off last weekend, but can't tell you where they came from. But she will say they came from around 30th in Chicago. There was a mass shooting 2 months ago in Uptown. Lisa Bender sure as shit could tell you that shots went off near 30th in Chicago, but would not take ownership for her own shit in her own neighborhood. Public Works wanted to put out a survey and ask, what do people want with 30th in Chicago? You got 3 options. One way, or 2 ways. Justice wasn't on the menu. I signed up for a Facebook group called Uptown Crime, and it's run by a white guy named John Ryan. And when you sign up for it, you got to answer 2 questions, and one of them is, do you believe Black lives matter? And my answer was, I am black. And when I joined the group, all I hear is fear tactics. Shots gone off on 30th in Chicago, 30th in Columbus, unrest, protesters around the 5th precinct. The one thing I didn't hear from Uptown Crime was they let a mass murderer out of jail just yesterday, and nobody's saying anything about it but us.
Listen.
They want to sell you on every single narrative that assists white supremacy, that lifts up Mayor Fry, lifts up the city council, lifts up Mike Freeman, but they don't want to tell you that you have the right to feel how you feel right now. They don't want to give you permission to feel or say or act the way you are right now. They want to strip away the way that you're being. Some people get it twisted when I say peaceful protest. They say you want to suppress voices in police protests. You must be talking about their version of peaceful. Because our version of peaceful is shutting shit down, taking to the streets, demanding justice, and holding white counterparts accountable day in and day out all the time. The city council is not going to pacify this movement.
No.
The seats are going to be flipped.
Yes.
Black women are running for seats right now. So these white men that are sitting at council, get ready. Get ready, because 2021 you're going to find a new job somewhere else. Put that application into Best Buy. Call up General Mills. Call up your homie at 3N, because you might have a cubicle next to them.
Yes,
we don't want you in here anymore.
Listen.
They're looking for an excuse to take permission away from your body. They're looking for an excuse to take permission away from 38th in Chicago. They called up 275 bodies into this city to take control of it, 100 of them being the National Guard. That's tens of millions of dollars that they gonna put the fucking unhoused people in the first place. The police are cowards. The Park Police are cowards. SWAT are cowards. The National Guard are 18 and 19-year-old white men with crew cuts that are born into a system where they are signing up to be a paid coward. We say Black Lives Matter here because where they are, they're telling us that they don't. But today, we're saying that they matter And when you see Montez Lee get locked up for 4 months, when you see your comrades and my homies get locked up last night, and yet Derek Chauvin walks free on potentially white supremacists giving him bail money, that's what your city is showing their face. They are showing their ass right there. So Public Works, City Council, all these white folks that wanted to cape for pedestrian zones and bicycle lanes, but then don't want to show up to George Floyd's zone and cape for that place, you need to take a long look in the mirror and ask yourself, why is it the way you feel around black folks? Why is it the way you feel around indigenous folks? Why is it the way you feel around unhoused folks? And how can you start showing the fuck up for people, shutting the fuck up, and starting to cape for people that have melanin in their skin and need allyship right now? Derek Chauvin can't go far. He can't run. The city council can't run. Mike Freeman, like Michelle said, can't arrest his way out of this. And Mayor Fry, sure as shit ain't showing up next year for an election. These seats need to flip. Everybody needs to be held accountable to flip them. Take to the streets. Show them our version of peace. Black lives, they matter here.
Black lives, they matter.
I said black lives, they matter here.
Black lives, they matter.
I said black lives, they matter here.
Black lives, they matter.
I said black lives, they matter here.
Black lives, they matter.
All power to the people.
Thank you, Toussaint. Thank you, Toussaint. He's just been putting in a lot of work. I see another freedom fighter out here. Isis, a shout out to you because you've been getting it in. Isis, I don't know where you are. Love you, sis. Don't know where you are. You're out there somewhere. Thank you for all the work that you're doing, too. Our youth are amazing out here. We have Native Lives Matter. They just are ride or dies. They are, when we're out, they are out. And Native Lives Matter has an event coming up, and we need to support Native Lives Matter just as much as they support us. So come on, Native Lives Matter. Hello. So while we're out here remembering George, we got to remember Wayne Reyes. He was killed by Chauvin too. You got to remember Leroy Martinez. He survived.
Listen.
So when they're talking about serial killer, he really is a serial killer. Our family didn't get the luxury to get the person who murdered my brother-in-law, his ass thrown in jail. He's still working in Denver, free to live his life, got a white supremacy tattoo on his hand after the fact. So white supremacy is pretty dominant in the government system.
Listen.
We've been fighting terrorism and genocide since 1492. This ain't new to us. It's just sickening. Opens up old wounds all over again. Not just for our families from police brutality, but also that generational trauma, that ancestral trauma that we have. As Indigenous people, it's up to us to break that ancestral trauma. So that's what we're trying to do with our children. We want to make it safe for our girls. We have 8 girls, 2 boys. One of our boys was shot by the police down at the 3rd precinct. Opened his leg wide open. Where's the justice for him? Peacefully protesting, but yet you want to come out like scared. What are you scared of? You're scared of the truth. You're scared of the people's voice. You're scared of our power. Because right here, this is power. When we come together, it's power. That's what they're scared of. We can go out there with just our voice and our fists, and here they come in their fear gear, want to fuck shit up. So we can do that too. We're sick of this shit, man. We're sick and tired of you guys doing this shit, and y'all think it's under our nose, and we're watching you. The world is watching you all the time. And you think you guys are just going to get away with all the dumb shit, man. You can't. You can't.
You're gonna get held accountable. If it's not in the court system, someone else is gonna hold you accountable. That's what needs to happen. We're getting sick and tired of this shit, you know? We're kind of like, should we go downtown and burn some shit up? Or should we stay home and pray? That's what our families have to deal with all the time. We have to deal with, are we going to pray or are we going to stand by our people? Like yesterday, there were more activities going on in this city that people should have been supporting, and they weren't. We had allies, white allies, who got locked up yesterday, and there was hardly anybody out here for them. And that's really sad. We all need to stick together out here. Right. This is the tip of the iceberg. You think that what happened in the past couple of months was bad? Just wait till March. What's going to happen in March? Every time they do this, every time they're letting people out, letting people have court dates. Where's the court date for our family members who are still in prison? Where's the court dates for the rest of the people who are suffering? Like Carissa's family, Billy Hughes' family, Phil Quinn family, you know? There was an Indigenous woman who filmed her own death within the past couple weeks. Where's her justice? So one thing I want to ask everybody here, please remember that we are still here. Us Indigenous people are still here. We're always out here with you guys, even though you don't see us, we're out here. We support you guys, and you guys need to support us as well. We're all in this together. It's not a black or white issue. It's a us issue. It's a we issue.
And vote. And vote.
So please remember Wayne, and please remember Leroy Martinez. Right now, this time of year it gets really, really hard for Gabe and I, our family. We lost a lot of people this time of year. We lost my mom, we lost my dad. But Saturday is gonna be a really good day. Saturday is Paul's birthday. So we wanna have kickball in the park for Paul. That's Saturday. And we're probably going to be meeting up at Weber Park on Northside because we live close to there. So everybody's invited. Bring your own chair, bring your own whatever, and come visit us. Come spend a day with us. We really need that. That's healing for us. So please come.
Bonjour, everybody. Rissa Indigenous Cause, Jaganashi Mong, Wasai Kamagokwe Indigenous Cause, Ojibwe Mong, Magizi Nindu Dem, Gakabekong and Gawaba Bilganagag Nindunjaba. Said hello, everyone. My name is Rissa. My spirit name is Wasai Kamagokwe. It means Shining Earth Woman, and I'm a member of the White Earth Nation, and I'm come from the Bald Eagle clan. My clan is the spiritual leaders, and I don't like to consider myself a leader because I'm not perfect. But I want to let you all know that on Indigenous Peoples Day coming this Monday, because fuck Christopher Columbus, it's our fucking day. NLM is planning an event. It's called In Memory of Me, remembering our loved ones lost to police terror, missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, and gun and other gang violence. I want a special invite to all the Indigenous families of lost loved ones, whether it was to any of the injustices I named. I want everybody to come out and help me honor those families as well. We're gonna be doing a rally and candlelit vigil at Boom Island at 5 p.m. I don't know full details of how the event's gonna go, but I just want to invite you all out there and stand with Indigenous people on our day. It's really fucked up. There was 3 people shot in Little Earth the other night. It's sad because, like, never mind, I'm gonna just talk about it at the event. See you there.
When I say Native lives, you say matter. Native lives, Native lives, Native lives, Native lives. All right, thank you so much. And there is a Facebook event up for, which day is that? Your event? On Monday, there is a Facebook event up. Find it on Native Lives Matter. It's all shared on Black Lives Matter as well. We have actually, when I was speaking earlier, I got caught up and I was talking about my umbrella, and my umbrella's father was here.
Listen!
So that's just how passionate we are about getting justice for your son. And I want to say something. You know, oftentimes, you know, we open up the platform for families and they say they're coming, and then for whatever reason they don't come. You know, no judgment, things happen, whatever. But this man right here, he shows up every time.
Listen!
We put this event up. He didn't even get a call till this afternoon. And he's here every time. Every time. He's serious about justice for his son. He's been standing by his son and standing for his son for a long time. And we do want to free Mayan Burrells. Come on.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'd like to start off by saying it's funny how they freed the policeman, but my son been incarcerated for 18 years for something he didn't do, and there's nowhere in the world he got freed. It happens, I've seen it happen time and time again, but the situation's deeper than that. It's more than him just locked up for something they didn't do. You know, when I speak for a lot of people. And the reason why I say this is because I was actually incarcerated myself, and I was in there with a young man that was in there, wasn't even supposed to be there, and the police framed him. Well, most of the time, my son, he was actually convicted of a case where they had the mayor come. I ain't seen the mayor show up at none of this shit, none of it. And Amy Klobuchar, when George Floyd died, I looked at her and she was on the side at his funeral. And I'm thinking, you're responsible for my son being locked up, but here you is postering up and you talk about Trump. Well, you ain't no different.
Yeah.
You ain't no different.
Listen!
I watched the governor speak up on my son's case, had nothing to do with it, just vouched for her. He wasn't even around, you know? So here we go again with the same situation, and it happens time and time again. What I'm tired of is, I'm tired of the system. I got out of prison 18 years ago, but when I was getting out of prison, they mentioned me coming from that courtroom over there where they was convicting my son. He was actually 16. He was in an adult prison or correctional thing already, detention. It's funny how they find loopholes for their own people, but then when it come time to do what's right, they don't want to do it. I think about when they told me that I was serving my time and that, what they call it, rehabilitation. It's just a holding cell. That's all it is a housing and a penitentiary, which is basically a slave camp. They use people to get there, but what I will say is this black on black crime, this crime with these kids, all this has to stop. It really has to stop, and the reason why is because that's what this is designed to do. We don't own none of this stuff around here, but here we is fighting for some turf or color. I get sick and tired of seeing parents get on TV and say how good their kid was when we know our kids. My kid wasn't perfect. He wasn't perfect, but he was mine. And it don't give nobody the right to kill him. But then it also, we have to take responsibility as parents. Stop being scared of our kids and start telling our kids what's right. Get at your child when he's young and you won't have to go through this when he get older. When I sit up and see how I was at on Laurie yesterday, and they said that the cameraman was actually laughing. Him and the police while they was talking while this young 13-year-old boy was laying there dead, 13 or 15. However old he was still a kid. What we're really not getting is that the parents, the mothers, these strong women that's raising these kids, and most of the time, we as men, we find a way to go to somebody else, get another girlfriend, leave our kids, and take care of somebody else's kid. Stop doing that too. And what I'm saying about the police is, anytime you walk through a neighborhood and the police do a speed chase in the neighborhood, but then downtown they stop. Because these judges, doctors, lawyers are downtown. The accountability for the police, it's at an all-time high, meaning that they don't give a fuck what they do in our neighborhoods. They step on our neck, tell us they'll kill us if they catch us in a dark alley. As I sit here, you know, I think it's designed to tire you out. I can't get tired because I'm fighting my son. I'm speaking for him. At one time, I felt as if the world had gave up on him, even some of my family members. But the police, the same people that put him there, it's hard to abide by the law when you see them breaking it. It's hard to, how do you say you serve and protect when you're killing people and getting away with it? I looked at the news last night and another man got killed. Please just keep fighting, and whatever you do, never give up. Like me and my aunt, I actually got the call like about 5:30. Free my aunt and free all the other people that shouldn't be there. And thank you.
Free Mayan! Free Mayan! Free Mayan! Free Mayan! Let them know that there's a lot of love out here for him. And there's a lot of truth trying to knock down them gates to get him out of jail. Our last speaker is Loretta from TCC for J. And she's going to close us out, and then we're going to hit these streets, because that's what we do, right?
All right. I'm not going to take long. I know we want to march. I know we want to get out there, because that's what we've been doing all summer, is we've been out in these streets demanding justice. And we're going to continue demanding justice. Yeah, the leaves are falling and it's getting colder, but guess what? We know how to dress in Minnesota, right? We got boots, we got gloves, we got hats, we got mittens, we got snow suits. So fuck some snow, fuck some ice. I'm going to be out here. I'm going to, because I'm telling you, this is fucked up. How are they going to arrest 51 people last night and let a mass murderer go? It is not right. It is not right. And those 51 people were exercising their First Amendment rights. Derek Chauvin murdered a man in front of people. So who's the violent one in this situation? Because it's not the 51 people who got arrested last night. Because I'm telling you, we talk about, I've been in these two buildings more times than I care to be in, fighting for justice for people who deserve justice and never got it. The people in that building have told lie after lie. I've disrupted their fucking meetings. With some of you in this audience, I've gone in there and I've disrupted their meetings. We've gone up to Freeman's office 16 times in 26, how many? 26 times, or however many, we were up there too many fucking times, demanding justice for Jamar Clark, demanding justice for Terrence Franklin, demanding justice for Thurman Blevins, demanding justice for all these people who have been stolen by the murderous Minneapolis Police Department. And in May, the day after they killed George Floyd, they fucked around and they found out what it meant when we stop asking and we start demanding. Like I said, I'm with Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar. We've been demanding community control of the police. That means people like us get to decide who polices in our neighborhoods. They get to decide the budget. They get to decide. When somebody like a Derek Chauvin and what's the other guy, King and Tao and all those other fuckers who either stood there and watched George Floyd die or had their knee on his neck, it wouldn't have been past going $200 and you get to be on vacation while they investigate. They go to jail. They fucking get prosecuted. Because that's what the fuck's supposed to happen when you murder somebody. Derek Chauvin should be in jail. He shouldn't be in the streets. He's more dangerous than the 51 people they arrested last night. He's more dangerous than Montez Lee, who's been rotting in jail for 4 months. You know what? Everybody says, oh, the system is broken. No, the system is working the way it's supposed to. And you know what we're doing? We're saying that enough is enough. Fuck this system. Enough is enough. And we're not asking for change. We're demanding change. We're fighting for that change because this is stupid. It's stupid to be out here. It's stupid that year after year we're demanding this change and they've done nothing. But guess what? Their time is up. Their time is up. They're you know what? It's like Toussaint said, they should be looking for new jobs because you know what? You should, if you dismantle and defund came out of their mouths at that meeting in Powderhorn Park and they regretted it the minute they said it. So guess what? You don't have a job anymore. Goodbye. So like I said, there's many groups out here being represented. Join one of them, organize with one of them, because you know what? It's going to take us to change this system. It's going to take us to fight for justice. And so that's all I have to say. I know y'all want to march. Let's get to marching. Woo!
Attention everybody, take this number down, okay? This is the number for the National Lawyers Guild. If you get arrested, it's 612-444-2654. 444-2654. Call them if you get arrested. Do not give any information to the police besides your name and ask for a lawyer. Thank you.
Right, listen.
Thank you. I can't remember that number, so y'all better remember it for me if I go down. Okay, we're marching this way. The truck is over this way. We're gonna lose our sound for a second while it's reassembled. So we're marching. You can follow the banner, which is going that way.
Oh, yeah, that's keep that on auto.
Here we go. You got your keys and stuff? Tell wifey you home. Huh? Tell your wife you still around.
How do you spell racist? MPD. 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 Hey, hey. Oh, oh. These famous cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. These famous cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. These famous cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. These famous cops have got to go. Hey, you don't get it. Shut it down. If George don't get it, 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 shut it down. Let's go.
Everybody, you might have been in these marches before. The cops are rampant now. They're gonna look for any stupid old general principle reason to arrest you. You got the number. If you don't have it, ask somebody. Stay tight and together. And we're here in solidarity to march against this bullshit-ass system that lets John Ripple, Derek Chauvin, and all kinds of white murderers walk free. We're here in solidarity. Stay tight and together. Stay behind the truck and stay in front of the back car. We're gonna march a route and everybody stay tight and together. No good cops in a racist system.
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 No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 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 9, 10, 11. Fuck. 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 Black lives, they matter, huh? I said native lives, they matter, huh? Asian lives, they matter, huh? Women's lives, they matter, huh? Hmong lives, they matter, huh? Black lives, they matter, huh? I said native lives, they matter, huh? Somali lives, they matter, huh? Said black lives, they matter, huh? I said trans lives, they matter, huh? I said native lives, they matter, huh? I said native lives, they matter, huh? If Paul Castaway don't get it, if Paul Castaway don't get it, if Paul Castaway don't get it, if Billy Hughes don't get it, if Billy Hughes don't get it, if Billy Hughes don't get it, if Montez Lee don't get it, if Montez don't get it, if Montez don't get it, if Isaac don't get it, if Isaac don't get it, if Isaac don't get it, if Maya Morel don't get it, if Maya don't get it, if Maya don't get it, if Brianna don't get it, if Brianna don't get it, if Brianna don't get it, if Sandra Black don't get it, If Sandra Bland don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Sandra Bland don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Ahmaud Arbery don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Ahmaud don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Ahmaud don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Raymond don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Raymond don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Raymond don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Terrence Franklin don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Terrence Franklin don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Terrence Franklin don't get it.
Shut it down.
If George don't get it.
Shut it down.
If George don't get it.
Shut it down.
If George don't get it.
Shut it down.
I said if George don't get it.
Shut it down.
I said if George don't get it.
Shut it down.
I said if George don't get it.
Shut it down.
I said if George don't get it.
Shut it down.
I said George don't get it.
Shut it down.
I said George don't get it.
Shut it down.
I said George don't get it.
Shut it down.
I said George don't get it.
Shut it down.
I said George don't get it.
Shut it down.
No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the. No justice, no. 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 Prosecute the. No justice. Prosecute the. No justice, no. 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 Prosecute the. No cops, no KKK, no racist USA. No cops, no KKK, no racist USA. No cops, no KKK. Fuck Trump, no cops, no KKK, no. No cops, no KKK, no. No cops, no KKK. No cops, no. No cops, no. If we don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace.
I said we don't get no justice.
They don't get no peace.
I said if we don't get no justice.
They don't get no peace.
I said if we don't get no justice.
They don't get no peace.
I said if we don't get no justice.
They don't get no peace.
I said if we don't get no justice.
They don't get no peace.
I said if we don't get no justice.
They don't get no peace.
I said if we don't get no justice.
They don't get no peace.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
When I say black, you say power. Black. 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 When I say black lives, you say matter. Black lives. 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 Black lives, they matter here. I said native 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 lives, they matter here. I said black lives, they matter here. I said black lives, they matter here. I said black lives, they matter here. Indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system. is guilty as hell. Indict.
Send those killer cops to jail.
The whole
Jail system is guilty as hell.
all right, indict, convict, send those
Killer cops to jail.
the
Whole damn system
is
guilty as hell.
indict, convict, send those
Killer cops to jail.
the whole
Damn system is guilty as hell.
no good cops in a racist system.
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 Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to
Shut this shit down.
louder. Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to
Shut this shit down.
louder. Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to
Shut this shit down.
louder. Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to
Shut this shit down.
again. Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to
Shut this shit down.
one more time. Boots, boots, boots on the. We're here
Shut this shit down.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. These racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Who street?
Hey, hey.
Who street? Who street? Who street? Who street?
Who street? Who street? Who street? Be louder. Who street? 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 If Calvin don't get no justice, if Calvin don't get no justice, if Calvin don't get no justice, if Calvin don't get, if Calvin don't get it, if Calvin don't get it, if Calvin don't get it, if George don't get it, if George don't get it, if George don't get it, if Isaac don't get it, if Isaac don't get it, if Isaac don't get it. When I say hey, when I say Wayne, you say Ray is Wayne. 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 When I say Wayne, you say Ray is Wayne. 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 When I say Leroy, you say Martinez. Leroy.
Martinez.
Leroy.
Martinez.
Leroy.
Martinez.
If Leroy don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace.
if Wayne don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace.
when I say native life, you say matter. Native life.
Matter.
Native life.
Matter.
Native life.
Matter.
Native life.
Matter.
We lit, right? We here. We lit. We taking over this shit. Say what? We lit. We taking over this shit. We here. We lit. We taking over this shit. We here. We lit. We taking over this shit.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Bob Crow has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Bob Crow has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Bob Crow has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Bob Crow has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Bob Crow has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Bob Crow has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Bob Crow has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 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 9, 10, 11. Hold up, we want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops, we don't need them. Come on, hold up, we want freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops, we don't need them. Again, hold up, freedom, freedom. All these racist ass cops, we don't need them. Louder, hold up, we want freedom, freedom. All these we don't again, hold up, we want all these we don't again, hold up, we want all these we want if Calvin don't get it, if Calvin don't get it, if Calvin don't get it, if George don't get it, if George don't get it, if George don't get it, if Terrence don't get it, if Terrence don't get it, if Terrence don't get it, if Philando don't get it, if Philando don't get it, if Philando don't get it, if Thurman Blevins don't get it, if Thurman Blevins don't get it, if Thurman Blevins don't get it, if George 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 don't get no justice, I said if we 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 don't get no justice, no justice, no prosecutor, 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 no justice, prosecutor, no justice, no 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 prosecutor, no justice, no. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. Everybody fists up. Time to make Kim Andy Jones proud. And every other black woman that's had to suffer from police brutality. Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to... Yeah, boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to... Louder, boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to... Come on, boots, boots, boots on the... We're here to... Come on, boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to... Again, boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Black lives, they matter here. I said black lives, they matter here. I said trans lives, they matter here. I said trans lives, they matter here. I said native lives, they matter here. I said native lives, they matter here. I said Hmong lives, they matter here. I said Hmong lives, they matter here. I said Asian lives, they matter here. I said Asian lives, they matter here.
ACAB. ACAB.
All cops are bastards.
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 When I say fuck 12, you say chingala migra. Fuck 12.
Chingala migra.
Fuck 12.
Chingala migra.
Fuck 12.
Chingala migra.
Fuck 12.
Chingala migra.
Fuck 12.
Chingala migra.
Fuck ICE.
Chingala migra.
Fuck ICE.
Chingala migra.
Fuck ICE.
Chingala migra.
Fuck ICE.
Chingala migra.
If we don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace.
if we don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace.
ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop.
Hey, let's make him Andy Jones proud again. I smell bitches. 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 When I say fuck, you know what to say. Fuck. 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 If we don't get no justice, if we don't get no justice, I said if we don't get no justice, we need Monique to come to the truck. Monique.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Chantel Allen with Black Lives Matter Twin Cities. I am so glad to see y'all here today. As you see, they got the National Guard here. They're here in full effect, right? But so are we, right? And we're going to keep showing up. Every single time we get injustice, we're going to keep showing up. So I love this chanting, though. Let's start doing some chanting about Black lives, though. Because that's really what we're here about. We're not here about their bitch asses. Why are we giving them the glory, right? Let's chant about what we care about, Black lives. Black lives, they matter here.
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 When I say George, you say Floyd. George. 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 I ain't saying it loud enough. I want them to hear this shit in their sleep. You hear me? We gotta get so repetitious that when they close their eyes and they think they're getting
I'm being real about that. We need to be real. Like you don't live in these streets like we do. What you smiling for, bro? What you smiling for?
How you with? Good. How you? Good, Hey, make sure you keep them peaceful, dog.
Hey, I know you will. You make sure you keep those motherfuckers peaceful. You don't tell nobody to keep those people. You keep those people peaceful. What you talking about, bro? What you talking about? You gonna tell us to keep our people. Keep those motherfuckers peaceful. What are you talking about? Hey, obviously he needs some fucking help. He needs some help. He obviously is misguided too. He's misguided. He's fucking misguided, yo. He's fucking smiling at us like this shit ain't nothing. He's fucking smiling at us like this ain't nothing, bro. You ain't fucking mad. You in the service. You out in the service. Talking about something. Oh, make sure you keep them under control. What the fuck is you talking about? Make sure you keep us under control. Make sure you keep those motherfuckers under control. Hey, come outside. Come outside. Take your shit off. You know I tell you, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 motherfuckers over there. 40 straight. You got the nerve to talk shit. You ain't walk out here, though. No, you're hey.
So there's a lot of families out here that are suffering, unfortunately. Because guess what? Year after year, month after month, day after day, every 20 fucking 6 hours, they are murdering one of us. So day after day after day after day, somebody tries to close their eyes and find some peace, but they can't because somebody has murdered their loved one. So when I say Isaac, what y'all gonna say? Isaac! 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 When I say Marcus, what are you gonna say? Marcus! 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 Because see, that's the reality of this. This is not a show. This is very, very real. I want you guys to continue to remember that. Continue to feel that every time you march, when you're walking, you're marching on the ground. This is very real. This is not a show. So right now we have some of Isaac Aiden's loved ones, some of Marcus Golden's loved ones here. And I'm gonna pass the mic because I need you to hear it straight out of their mouths. I want you to hear their pain, their passion, so that this can continue to be very real to you. Because it's not about just showing up so that you can jab, jab, jab at their asses. Because they ain't about shit. Excuse me for being vulgar, I am an elected official. But it's real though. Stay focused. Here you go.
We got your back! We got your back! We got your back! We got your back! We got your back!
Thank you. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. But my name is Samaya Aiden. I'm the younger sister of Isaac Aiden, who was murdered by 4 officers from Bloomington and 1 officer from Eagan in Eagan, Minnesota on July 2nd, 2019. I was going to school and living in Los Angeles, California, but had to drop out of everything, quit my job, and come back to Minnesota to fight for him, to fight for my family. And I've been out here supporting families that have been murdered by police since my brother, continuously coming out. 2 months after my brother was murdered, Brian Quinones, a Puerto Rican man, was murdered by Richfield and Edina officers in Richfield, Minnesota. And since then, before, like, it's been going on, we've tried everything. We've been to meetings with these elected officials. We've tried to do everything. We've tried to push for police reform. I was actually in school for political science and criminal justice. I interned for a judge here in Minneapolis, and he was very proud to tell me that Hennepin County was the first to create the drug courts, and that pretty much treated nonviolent drug offenses as a public health issue instead of a crime. And my purpose in going to school was to work in the restorative justice side, to help in programs like the drug courts, and help people get the help that they need, so that we're not in situations like this, so that we don't have people incarcerated, and that we are directing people to the resources that they need. But since this, I've completely am way past reform. I'm completely for abolition. I have lost all faith in the system. Having been in this, you really see the cover-ups and everything that goes on behind the scenes, and a lot of the times the most frustrating thing is that we're not able to talk about it because it's a pending case, for legal reasons, for whatever it may be. We're not allowed to defend our loved ones. We're not allowed to speak on the truth, and when we do, what outlets do we have? Because the local mainstream media is not on our side. Who do we have? People don't care. They believe the police narrative and whatever is spewed on the media. And don't forget that the media will not bite the hand that feeds them. Where do they get their news from? The police departments. So a lot of these institutions I've completely lost all faith for. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, how could you be for abolition of prison system and still advocate for wanting Derek Chauvin in prison? But the thing is, there's a process to abolition. And until we actually have funds put into the resources that we need to replace policing and police system as a whole, we're not going to get there. Until we do, we want him locked up, because that is the form of justice. Because that is the form of justice had it been a black or brown. Is it? Am I? Okay. I didn't really practice anything that I wanted to say today, but I do want you to challenge yourself to educate yourselves more. Find out about these other hashtags, find out about these other people that speak about it, because at the end of the day, they had lives, they had families that are still out here, that are still grieving, that haven't received the justice. And you've seen it firsthand in a case like Breonna Taylor's that was so widespread and so viral. And if they had no issue and no problem with not charging any of the officers in that case, imagine what goes on to these other cases that it is. It happens. It is. It has. It has. It has. It has. It has. It has. It's already happened. It's already happened. All right. But are you done?
Go ahead. You got this, girl. Go ahead. You got this.
I don't even know what I was going to say.
Isaac Aiden, say his name! Isaac Aiden! Say his name! Isaac Aiden! Say his name! Isaac Aiden! Say his name! Isaac Aiden!
Thank you, Isis. Thank you. She gets it in. So I want to tell you about our sister right here. Because when her brother was killed, she went into straight beast mode and she was turning it out. She was shutting down city council meetings. She was up there challenging the coroner soon as he died, demanding that the coroner show her every bullet on his body. She did not play, and she stood up for her family, and I'm so proud. I just love her. She is just amazing, and I just want to. Amazing. She is truly, truly amazing. I'm gonna turn it back over. Oh no, we gotta talk about Chauvin's ass. I mean, we're out here in front of the police department. Chauvin also killed a native brother. His nickname was Chicken Wing. And I did not know that he's also related to Phil Quinn's family. They've lost so many. And when I was out at Chauvin's house, they had, I think there's 4 names written in chalk on his driveway. People that he was involved in their deaths or their shootings even. So this is the Minneapolis Police Department. They don't care about us. They don't care about killing us. They don't care about locking us up, as we saw last night, right? So we just have to know, we're not about community engagement. We don't do that. When they start talking about, oh, community engagement, rebuild trust, there is no trust. There's nothing to rebuild. We just need them to be torn down. And we start with something fresh and new, because this is not for us. It never was, and it never will be. Okay, Tucson.
We're going to march back to the plaza. But again, do not forget why you're here. As Chantel said, this is for Black lives. This is for George Floyd. And even in that struggle for justice, emotions arise and we express ourselves in all different types of ways. Nobody here is policed or held to any specific way they express themselves. But don't forget why you're here. And that is for Black lives, and that is for George Floyd, and that is for the abomination that is the police department that let a murderer go who's killed multiple people. Mayor Fry could have taken his badge and put him on desk duty, but he did not. This whole city is complicit in the city commission tax-paid murder of George Floyd. And these people are sitting here right now that want to intimidate you. But don't forget why you're here. You're here for Black lives. You're here for your community. You're here for Black lives right now and future Black lives that you will not stand for to be stolen from a city commission tax-paid murder by a gang otherwise known as the police. We are not here for that. We are here for Black lives. So stand up for that. We're going to march back to the plaza. We're going to get this truck started and get the marshals going. Stay in tight. They are going to look for any general principle bullshit reason to arrest you and waste your tax dollars on that. That is what they are out here for. They are not out here for your well-being or to protect or serve. Stay in tight together, stay behind the truck, and we will see you at the plaza. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. I said 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 black lives, they matter here. When I say black, you say power. Black, 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 black. Tell me what community looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. Tell me what community looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. What do we want? When do we want it? I said, what do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Hold up, we want all these racist ass cops, we don't. Fuck 12, hold up, We want all these. We don't. Hold up. We want all these. We want. Come on, hold up. We want all these. We want. Come on, hold up. We want all these. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause wait, what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the say what? Ain't no. Say what? Say what? No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the. No justice, no. 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 Prosecute the. When black lives are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? When brown lives are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? When native lives are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? When unhoused lives are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? When black people are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? When black people are under attack, what do we do? 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 Say his name, George Floyd. Say his name. 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 Say it louder. Say it louder. Say it prouder. Like you mean it. For the people. For the city. Say his name. 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 What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the no justice, no prosecute the no justice, no prosecute the no justice, no prosecute the
no justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey. killer cops have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These killer cops have got to go. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. I said if we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. Are we gonna say if we don't get no justice, y'all don't get no streets? If we don't get no justice, y'all don't get no streets. If we don't get no justice, y'all don't get no streets. I said if we don't get no justice, y'all don't get no streets. If we don't get no justice, y'all don't get no streets. We here, we lit, we taking over this shit. We here, we lit, we taking over. Fuck 12, we here, we lit, we taking over this shit. We here, we lit, we taking over this shit. We here, we lit, we taking over this shit. I'ma say 2468. Y'all gonna say we want justice, no more hate. 2468. 2468. Say it louder. Say it prouder. Like you mean it. Make them believe it. 2468. 2468. Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. I got this one from ISIS. I'ma say ACAB, and y'all gonna say all cops are bastards. Or you can say bitches, because we can say bitches too. ACAB, all cops are bitches. ACAB, all cops are bitches. ACAB, all cops are bastards. 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 No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. I said it's no good cops in a racist system. 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 Indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Say his name, George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. Say it loud. George Floyd. Say it proud. George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Watch my back. I'm under attack. Who got my back? We got your back. Who got my back? We got your back. I got your back. We got your back. Watch my back, I'm under attack. Who got your back? I got your back. Who got my back? We got your back. Who got my back? We got your back. Watch my back, I'm under attack. Who got my back? We got your back. Who got my back? We got your back. I got your back. I got your back. When I say fuck, you say racism. Fuck. Racism. Fuck. Racism. Fuck. Racism. Fuck. Racism. When I say fuck, you say 12. Fuck. 12. Fuck. 12. Fuck. 12. Fuck. 12. When I say fuck, you say cops. Fuck. Cops. Fuck. Cops. Fuck. Cops. Fuck. Cops. When I say fuck, you say Chauvin. Fuck. Chauvin. Fuck. Chauvin. Fuck. Chauvin. Fuck. fuck, you say tell. Fuck, 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 fuck. When I say fuck, you say 12. Fuck, 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 fuck. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. For who? Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. For who? Say his name. What's his name? Say it loud. All right, I got another one for y'all. I got this from Anthea. She said she learned it in Louisville. I'm gonna say 1. Y'all gonna say we are the people. 2. Say it louder. 3. We want justice for black people. 1. We are the people. 2. Say it louder. 3. We want justice for black people. 1. We are the people. 2. Say it louder. 3. We want justice for black people. 1. We are the people. 2. Say it louder. 3. We want justice for black people. 1. We are the people. 2. Say it louder. 3. We want justice for black people. 1. We are the people. 2. Say it louder. 3. We want justice for black people. Hey, all right. If I'ma say I smell bitches. I say I smell bitches. I smell bitches. I smell bitches. I smell bacon. Oink oink motherfucker.
Thank you, Uriah. Thank you, Uriah. I know like a little earlier there was a dispute and a miscommunication in that cops are going to get off and walk. And the reality is that we live in a place where John Ripple walks free. We live in a place where Derek Chauvin is walking free. And we also live in a place where it has some of the nation's leading racial disparity. And folks like Chantel are taking up seats to maintain space for BIPOC folks coming in. If you believe that you can run for something, but you believe that somebody of color can do it just as good, if not better, tell that person to run. Support them. We are in a city that does not support black people. We are in a city that is selling the narrative that they are doing the right thing by voting blue. We are in a city that is selling the narrative that they are doing the right thing by just voting. We are in a city that is telling themselves they're doing the right thing just by doing some civic engagement or some simple mode of satiating their white guilt or white fragility. You need to get real fucking uncomfortable tonight and for the rest of your days, because there are killers walking free, there are black men in jail that do not need to be there, that have committed no crime. My umbrella's behind bars and it's done nothing. And you have an autonomous zone that the city is looking for an excuse to roll up on. If you love black people, if you stand for humanity, if you stand for humans, then you will show up for justice and you will start and not stop coming to the table every damn day. Don't make this a nightly thing. Don't make this a summer thing or an autumnal thing. Make this your life. Keep showing up to the table and show these people that you are not fucking playing around. You are not city council. You are not the passive, tacit people that have shown up to the table and been taking 6 digits a year, having private security, and getting paid by your tax dollars to say that they're going to defund the police. They haven't. They lied. They walked with your money. A nonprofit made $40 million, walked with your money. This city is spinning the narrative on you. You need to reclaim your story. You need to listen to black people.
Listen!
You need to shut the fuck up when black people are talking. You need to listen to black people. And like Chantel said, we're out here for black lives. We're out here for native lives. We're out here for BIPOC folk. We're out here for our melanin folk. And we need to keep showing up for one another. Do not stop the work. Keep going.
So we need to move out of the street. We're gonna move up into this area. We need the cars, the truck to be able to back up. So we need you to just move on to the plaza. So we can they're gonna open up the streets, move on to the plaza here. I know Samaya wanted to say something in closing out. Samaya, come to the mic.
Where all trains been functioning.
When I say his name, I want y'all to say Wayne Reyes, okay? Because I feel like Wayne didn't get enough love from us tonight. Say his name! Wayne Reyes! 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 Say it loud! Wayne Reyes! Say it proud! Wayne Reyes! Make him proud! Wayne Reyes! Native Lives Matter! Native Lives Matter!
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. We have an announcement from TCC for Jay.
Hey, so on this Sunday, October 10th, at 2 p.m. in North Commons Park, which is 1801 James Avenue, North Minneapolis, we are having a community conversation about CPAC, Community Control of the Police. We want your input. We want as many people to show up and learn about what we're trying to do to get control of these killer cops, so please come out.
Thank you, TCC for Jay. TCC for Jay, we meet every Tuesday. If you want to join the group, just give us a message. We're meeting online, and you can join us with the organizing that we're doing and CPAC. Is Samaya available? I know Samaya had wanted to say something. We also have a security announcement from the marshals. We want you to leave from this space quickly and do not leave alone. And we also have marshals who can walk with you to your destination, not your final destination, to your car, the bus, wherever. So be careful, be safe. We don't want the police picking up people as they're leaving. Also, is Samaya here? Okay, she's not coming forward. There's something else about the marshals. First of all, so we want to give a hand to our bikers who came out.
Yeah. Listen.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the marshals. Thank you, Peter Pepper, for providing sound and finding a truck that we could use. Thank you. It makes all the difference having some wonderful sound. Thank you so much. Thank you to other people who joined in organizing this, who shared the event. And most of all, thank you all for coming out and being here.
Listen.
Woo, so, I hate Samaya. I'm looking for her. She's going to say something. Okay. She's not here. So we're going to have Chantel. Oh, there you are. Close us out with the Asada chant.
What up, y'all? Mike. I just want to, since we was talking about elected officials, right? I am one. And Tucson was talking about how I'm making space for BIPOC people to come take my seat. And I said that when I was running, and I'm not lying. How many of you live in St. Paul?
Yeah.
All right, well, check this out. There's a young lady. She's a 24-year-old Omaroa Rhodes Scholar, Jamila Mame, who is running for school board. She will be the very first Omaroa female elected official in the world. In the world. That is something right there, okay? So I need y'all to get out and vote. Make sure you vote for Jamila because we need young people making decisions about our schools. I'm so tired of the old crunchy people. I even feel old and crunchy up there, right? We got to get them old crunchy people out of there making decisions about our schools. We need young people, so please get out and vote. All right, so we're just going to close out with the Asada chant. Just repeat after me. We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
Because we have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
Because we have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Now know that inside of these government buildings, I guarantee you there are folks up in there. They're looking at us, they're watching us, and they're listening. So I want y'all to say it loud enough to make it very clear, very, very clear. We have nothing to lose but our chains.
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 All power to the people, y'all. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to Listen Media. Here's what's happening in your neck of the hood.
Hey, thanks, guys. Sign off. What up, man? How you doing?
Everything good?
It's your boy, that was a badass.
Turn me against him. Take it to my first funeral. Now I'm a big order. My daddy called him P. I never forget. He went to jail on Highland Road for trying to beat.
I just came back from St. Paul here.
How was it?
It was good. They had a decent march all the way to the Capitol and then back. It seems like, you know, state police were very prepared.
You know they was, but
yeah.
to do anything.
Oh yeah, they had riot gear, you know,
ready.
snipers, buses.
Yeah.